All right, today's notes on part 2 of ancient India are going to focus on the two major religions that emerged from India during this time, Hinduism and Buddhism. So we're going to start with Hinduism. The ancient beliefs of Hinduism, or I should say the beliefs of Hindus. Ancient Hindus believe that all people must live in a rigid class, or the caste, C-A-S-T-E system that is based on occupation. Okay, and that was brought in from the Indo-Aryans as they migrated into the Indus River Valley. The Hindus believe there are many forms of their one God, and according to Hindus, all things in the universe are of the same essence as God. So God is in everything. The founder of Hinduism is unknown, so there's no specific person like Jesus Christ founded Christianity. You have Abraham and Moses in Judaism. Hinduism, that's not known. Brahman, Vishnu, and Shiva are considered the Holy Trinity of Hinduism. Brahma is the creator, Vishnu the preserver, and Shiva is the destroyer. And Hinduism is often represented by the image of Shiva, which you'll see here momentarily. And these are some obviously more modern interpretations of the Hindu God. Again, many forms of one God. Alright, so Hindus believe in a cycle of birth, death, and rebirth known as reincarnation. Two other important concepts or principles are dharma and karma. And karma is the sum total of one person's actions and behaviors in one lifetime. Good or bad forces created by a person's actions. And karma is often referred to as equaling future consequences. So if you've ever heard the expression, what comes around goes around, that is karma. Hindus believe that when being reincarnated, a person's caste can only be changed by karma. So, doing good in your present life, when you die, you'll be reborn into a higher caste. Dharma means doing one's moral duty in this life so that the soul can advance in the next life. Okay, so whatever it is your duty is in life in the present, that's what you should be doing. The goal of Hinduism is to reach moksha, which is a perfect peace through reincarnation. Here's a more elaborate artistic piece on moksha. And as we talked about before, and I've kind of skipped over it, the holy books of the Hindus include the Vedas and the Upanishads, which was in the last set of notes of the first video. And Hinduism combines indigenous Indian beliefs with those of the Aryans. So Hinduism was a mix of what the Indian people already had, and then when the Aryans came in, they brought their own ideas and they kind of blended them together, and that gave us Hinduism. Okay, Buddhism. Siddhartha Gautama is the founder of Buddhism. He is also known as Buddha and the Enlightened One. Buddha was born in northern India in the present-day nation of Nepal. So, even though he was born in India in ancient times, now in modern times, he would actually have been born in Nepal if it was today. There are no gods in the Buddhism religion. Okay, there are no gods. It's more kind of a philosophy, if you will, of self-peace, inner peace, etc. Buddhists wish to achieve universal peace. The goal of Buddhism is to reach enlightenment or nirvana. The sacred text of the Buddhists is called the Tripitaka, and that is the three baskets of wisdom, and that's on letter G. My slides got out of order here. So the sacred text of the Buddhists is called the Tripitaka, the three baskets of wisdom. We want to back up to F, letter F. To learn about the basic beliefs of Buddhism, a scholar would study the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path to Enlightenment. And the Four Noble Truths are: life has suffering, there's a cause to that suffering, there's an end, and ending that suffering means going on the Eightfold Path. Let's see. All right, teachings of Buddha, Four Noble Truths. Okay, so when we talk about suffering, we're talking about we're unhappy because we want things that we don't have or can't afford or don't have access to. Like if we want the newest iPhone X or whatever it's called, and somebody else has it, and we're upset that our friends have it, and I wish I had that. That's suffering. Okay, we have attachments. To be free of those attachments, okay, is to reach enlightenment. And you follow that by taking the Eightfold Path. And here is that, also known as the middle way. Having the right view, intention, speech, action, right livelihood, right effort, mindfulness, and concentration. So some of it sounds like a little bit like the Ten Commandments. If you look at number 4 here, do not steal, kill, lie. Okay, do not harm others. Always do your best, etc. The Buddha gave his first sermon in a park where he taught the 4 main ideas of his teachings, which are called, again, the Four Noble Truths. And the Buddhism, even though it starts in India, does not have a caste system. Does not have a caste system. Some similarities and differences. For similarities, both believe in reincarnation, ahimsa, which is a idea of non-violence, and karma and dharma. So they both share those concepts. Some differences. Hinduism adheres to the caste system, while Buddhism does not. And Hinduism has no single founder, while Buddhism does. All right. So that is the wrap on these notes. If you have any questions about anything, any of the ideas in Buddhism or Hinduism, jot them down. Anything you don't understand. You may have noticed on the statue of Buddha there was a swastika there. If you have a question about that, we can talk about it, or we probably will. And please make sure you write your summary. I will see you guys next class.